All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone Rule and teach you all. Peace, salutations, and blessings to those that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. And this is your brother Nathaniel from the GMS Camp Atlanta coming back at you to the Spirit with another lesson. And this lesson, we're going to go over if whether or not we're still under the curses or if we're not. Okay, now you have fat fuck here. This pork eating, and forgive my French, but this dude is wicked. He's telling our people all type of lies that they can eat pork, that we're in the blessings now. How? Because there's so many other things that haven't taken place yet for us to be in the blessings. So he's saying these things just to keep Jake. It's a gimmick, so to speak, to keep Jake following him, because it's not scriptural at all. Now, I got this. The brother had posted this in chat today, and it has Negroes, Latinos. Doesn't have Native Americans on here, but you see Negroes and Latinos. It says kids raised by single parent. The Negroes are number one, and the Latinos number two. The incarceration rate. Negroes are number one, and the Latinos are number two. Okay? Income. So now we're reversed. So you see the Asians, they have parents in their home. 16% of them are raised by single parents. Whites are 24%. And look, there's a direct correlation between the single parent homes and the incarceration rate. Okay? Now if you look here, it's a direct correlation between the income rate and the incarcerated and the single parent homes. So right here where you have Asians with 16%, well, they're the top earners. You have whites at 24%, well, they're the second earners. And the Latinos at 42%, they're the third. And guess who's at the bottom? The Negroes. But if you listen to this dude, this demon right here, listen to what he says.
Shalom, Israel. It's your King and Shepherd coming with the first video on the other side. Just to let y'all know, we're in the blessings now. All right. April 7th, we wrapped everything up as far as our captivity, if you can believe that. That was our last day of captivity. We're no longer in Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68. Now we're in Deuteronomy 1 through 14. Yeah.
You see, when demons just make stuff up, and where did you get that from? Where is that at in the scriptures? Who gave you the authority to say that? Right? Because that's not what the scriptures said. When did all of the things that the scriptures say was going to happen to the blessings to come upon us? When did that happen? Okay, so let's just read some of these curses to see if they still apply. Okay, let's just go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and let's just look at the 15th verse through. He said that we're in Deuteronomy, or whatever he said, but Deuteronomy, the first chapter, nah. 1 through 14, no. This is Deuteronomy, or whatever he said. This is Deuteronomy 15th chapter. It says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, then all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. We're still cursed, no matter, because the field is the world. Okay? When we go out into the world, we are still looked upon as niggas, spics, tontos, or whatever they call us. When did that stop? When did this stop? Okay? Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, and the increase of thy kind, and thy flocks and thy sheep. When did we get our flocks back? When did we get our sheep back? Nigga, you don't look like you in the best health. Look at you, man. You look like you pork ridden and all that stuff. Like you got parasites all throughout. Like you gonna croak. Dark circles under your eyes. So wait a minute. Curses shall be the fruit of thy body. Our kids are jacked up. The fruit of our body are our children. Our children are jacked up. Okay? Getting snatched up, jacked up on tablets, single parent homes that they just read. When are these curses? I'm just confused. When did they get rectified? I mean, I'm still taking my black ass to work, worried about whether or not if I can pay my bills, looking at the financial collapse that's about to happen, hoping that the Lord is with me so I can me and my house can eat. When did we get free from these curses to where we were back on our land, when we were back in prosperity? When did that happen? Because maybe I'm living a delusion. Maybe I'm dreaming right now. I don't know. But it just seems like I'm still living the same life that I was before April 7th. Still got the same worries. I'm not understanding that. So you got these guys out here that just want to hold on to a congregation and then want to give people this false hope. This shit ain't true. It's like I missed 17. It says, "Cursed shall be thy basket in thy store." I'm broke. A lot of brothers in our camps are finished. We ain't got no bank accounts. We ain't got no basket to put money in. Most of us really are struggling on a day-to-day. Some of us are okay, but a lot of us are finished. A lot of people in this country are finished. The country itself is collapsing. People are dumping the dollar. I went and I just bought a half a carton of cream, heavy cream, a bag of coffee, 2 waters, which were buy one, get one free, and some bananas. $18. $18. Now back in the day, this stuff would have cost me $5 for all this stuff. But now I'm paying $18. How is that not under the curses? I mean, I need an explanation for this, because when are all these good things happening for me? When is the Lord coming down and dwelling with us forever, like the scriptures say? Cursed shall it be when I go it. It's like it. Curse, verse 19, cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, rebuke, and all thou settest thy hand to do. Like every time you do something, you're frowned upon. Every time you create something that's stolen, you still don't get no account for none of your labors. When did these things happen? I'm curious. It says, in all that thou settest thy hand to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly because of the wickedness that thou doing, whereby thou hast forsaken me. So the Lord is saying, you forsaken me, so you ain't going to succeed. The ones that succeed are the ones who made a covenant with the devil, the so-called white man. Okay? The rest of us, hey, we got to sit down and bear our punishment. So I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. I'm going to go to 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. We get smitten all the time. Jake's still getting killed out in the street. Jake's still killing each other. It was just a shootout the other day in Atlanta where 2 guys got shot shooting each other. That was on the news. Our enemies are watching this. Look at that. Them a bunch of niggas right there. Right? Where did why is that still happening if we're not under these curses anymore? It says, I'm going to continue on. It says, this is Deuteronomy 20 and 30. This is a big one. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. That's still going on. Men asleep with a woman for the first time, and then she'll go out and get plowed. You got these women sitting up here talking about this one Latino chick, talking about she just want to get railed by at least 100 guys. Like what kind of demon is on her to make her think something like that? That's something, well, I just want to be with as many men as I want to and see which one I like. Okay? It says, another man shall lie with her, thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. We did that when we built America. Thou shalt plant a vineyard and not gather the grapes thereof. Okay? 32, the sons and daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. There shall be no might in thy hand. We still got to ask permission to drive on the road. We still got to ask permission to leave the country. We still got to ask permission to get a damn job from these people. We if we want to create our own business, we got to file for a corporation, getting permission. You want to get married, you got to go through their state. When did these curses stop? I'm curious. It says, the fruit of thy land and all thy labor shall another nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt only be oppressed and crushed away. We're still oppressed and crushed away. We're still struggling on our day-to-day basis. Look what's happening there in Chicago, since we're not under curses. Why are they giving all the immigrants all of the funding? They're not giving it to Jake that's been there already. They're still getting oppressed. Why we have so many wicked upon our people? Still, if we were out of the curses, when we're lifted from the curses, the Lord is going to give us new bodies and set us back in our land. That's when we're out of the curses. That's when the new covenant is official. Okay? These people are just bugged the hell out, man. They just say whatever they want to say. You know? And you got these naive jakes out here who just believe it because they don't go into the scriptures and read it for themselves, so they can't break this stuff down. It says, the king, the Lord shall bring thee, and the king which thou shalt set over thee unto another nation, neither thou fathers neither thou nor thy fathers know, and there thou shalt serve other gods wood and stone. That's still happening. You're still going to the ballot box trying to vote for Democrat or Republican. Isn't that still happening? Or Republican? Isn't that still happening? The president is likened unto a king. Aren't our people still voting for these people? Still going to the ballot box? Now, I know Jake is starting to have a change of heart now because they're seeing that none of this shit works. But for right now, yeah. Are the curses, are the Lord starting to reveal these other nations? Yeah. But are we still in other curses? Absolutely. This is a good one. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among the nations where the Lord shall drive thee. Now, look at this. I'm not black. They're not Latinos. That's a proverb. That's a byword. This is the northern and the southern kingdom, man. You got the tribe of Gad, the tribe of Issachar. You got the tribe of Reuben. You got the tribe of Manasseh, Ephraim, Naphtali. You know, you got all of these other tribes, right? You got Benjamin. You got Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Those are the names that the Lord had established for us, his people. These are bywords. They're still on us to this day. They didn't change these bywords. We're still proverbs. We're still called niggas. We're still called spicks. We're still called wetbacks. We're still treated the same. When are these curses end? I mean, when you say we're no longer under the curses, I'm looking for a major turnaround. Where's the turnaround? I'm going to continue on. Thou shalt beget, 41, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, and thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. You still got CPS. You're forced to put your children in school to be indoctrinated. Okay, they eat the bullshit ass food. You give them the bullshit ass tablets. You're looked upon and scowled upon if you discipline your child in a certain way that the society doesn't agree with. Right? Verse 43, it says, the stranger that is within thee shall get high above thee, very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Going again, looking into this to this chart right here. Who's at the bottom? These are strangers. They're not even talking about Indians. Indians are in there too. Okay, Elam is in there too. They ain't got him in this chart, but he up there, he's in the top two. He's up in the top of the Asian. All right, they're above us very high, and we're low. Okay, how do you explain that? This is lining up directly with Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, from the 15th verse on down. Okay? It says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. We don't own any banks, and even if you do have a black-owned bank, he still got to get his money sanctioned through the Federal Reserve. He doesn't create any of his own wealth. He don't manage any of his own wealth. It all comes through the system that was not created by him. You see? These people just be saying stupid shit, not correlating with the scriptures, man. It says, moreover, all, verse 45, it says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee. Are our people as a whole keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? I mean, are they? Because according to this, they're not. So you just spout nonsense, man. And we'll go to verse 48. It says, therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger. Still get your food from them. Ain't even no trees in America. You can't even go pick no fruit off a damn tree because there ain't no trees here. In hunger and in thirst. You don't own any water restoration plants or water treatment plants or any lakes or ponds or rivers to where you can get your own fresh water from. And in nakedness, where do you get your clothes from? Because I still get my clothes from the very place that Target, Walmart, all of these different designer stores, and even the fabrics. If you decide to make your own, where do you get the fabrics from? Because you don't manufacture your own fabric. Everything comes through the heathen. It says, and in nakedness and in want of all things, he shall put a yoke of iron in your neck, upon thy neck, until thou be destroyed. Yeah, that happened. Slavery. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. We still get shitted on to this day as Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? The national symbol of America is the eagle. They ain't tried to give Jake no reparations. They've gave reparations to everybody. What about Jake? Nothing. Not a cent. Where is the blessing, man? I'm still trying to figure out how are we under the blessings? Now, let's grab a couple of other precepts and we go ahead and close out. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:2. It says, as a matter of fact, let's go to 1. It says, then the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as hath afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they looked for. When did this happen? Salakia. When did this happen right here? When was all the heathen baffled by the strangeness of our salvation? Because I don't feel like I've been saved yet. I don't feel like I've been beamed up on a chariot yet. Lord willing, I do. I didn't come down in a glorified body to a ravished earth that the Lord sanctioned us to repair and to refresh and to rebuild. Esau ain't in slavery for 1,000 years. We didn't put their kings in chains and yokes and fetters of irons. We didn't do that yet. So I'm still trying to. We don't control the gold. We don't control the silver. Where are the blessings? Because I mean, I'm blessed to be able to go out here and preach His truth. However, the physical benefit, the Lord He didn't get that to us yet. That don't come until later. Now, here's what everybody else is going to be doing. Okay, while we're not under the curses. And they repented and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we sometime had in derision, a proverb, a reproach. You see that? Didn't we just read that? We're going to be a proverb and a byword in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Didn't we just read that? So everybody else gonna be looking up like, damn. And everybody else gonna be sorry. It's gonna be too late. Verse 4, we fools, we accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. None of this stuff has happened yet. They didn't say this yet. When do these blessings, when did they kick in? Oh, you say April 7th, but shit, I'm still catching hell right now, man. How many other Israelites catching hell right now? Verse 5, it says, how is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints? See that? Because they thought that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans was going to forever be on the bottom. Verse 6, it says, therefore we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. They're going to realize that, like, damn, we've been wicked. When did that happen yet? They still ain't saying they're the wicked. So that was pretty much it on that. Now let's go grab a couple more. This is Jeremiah 16 and 15. It says, but the Lord liveth that brought the children of Israel from the land of the north. When did the Lord do this? This is a part of the blessings. When did he do this? I don't recall the Lord doing this. You know, Wisdom of Solomon. I don't recall the Lord putting us on the chariot yet. I don't recall that. What about the strangeness of our salvation? I'm not looking down saying, damn, that shit really baffled them. So when did it happen? Man, you's a wicked Israelite. You're delusional, man. I hope the Lord destroy you. This is Jeremiah 16 and 15 again. It says, but the Lord liveth that brought the children up, from the land of the north, and from the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. We're not in our land. We're not in the land of milk and honey. We're still in the North Country, which is North America primarily. All right. When did that happen? It didn't happen. Okay? Not yet. And this is Revelation. Revelation 21, I'm starting verse 3, and it says, I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their God. The Lord ain't with us right now. I mean, he's with some of us, the elect, but he's not dwelling with us like he said he was. He said he gonna be the light for Israel, which is going into wisdom. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, neither crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. There's still death, there's still pain, there's still sorrow. The former things are still here. They're not former right now. Okay? Verse 5, and he sat on the throne and said, behold, I make all things new. That hasn't happened yet. The earth is still in anguish. The earth is still groaning. The sea life are beaching themselves. See, when we come into our power, the whole world comes into glory. It's not just, oh, the Israelites get the blessing. No, everything becomes blessed when we're blessed. Okay? I got one, it's one precept that I just thought about. How did my phone just restart? Give me 1 second. All right, let me continue on. It says, and he that sat on the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are faithful and true. Now, when you go to Romans, the book of Romans, Go to the book of Romans, 8 and 19. It says, "For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God." The world is waiting for us to come back into our power, man. We ain't in our power yet. Everything, it says, verse 20 says, "For the creatures was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subject the same in hope." Okay? "Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh." When did this happen? The whole entire earth is waiting for the children of Israel to come back into their glory so they can restore everything back to the way it once was. Even greater than. When did this happen? Verse 22, and I'll close out on this. "For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travailing in pain together until now." Everything is in pain right now because under the rulership of the wicked. When did the blessings start? When we start getting blessed. I'm gonna read that again. Verse 19 is, "For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God, the children of Israel," starting with the elect, okay? "For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but for reason of him who has subjugated the same in hope," talking about Israel. He put us in this situation, okay? And we hope that the Lord bring us out of this shit. And it says, "Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh." That's the elect. The whole entire creation is waiting for that. So, Fatty, how we're not in the curses anymore? All right? How are we not in the curses anymore? We are still under the curses until this thing is over with. All right, so with that, I'm going to end it off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Bakar Kadash. Double honor to the elders, the apostle, great millstone, to the next time, I say shalom.